Thank you for using FMyI to manage your accounts. This video is all about the accounts. What is the book of business update and not update? And how do you see accounts? And if they're not right, how do you reassign access or get the tasks lined up for the right person? We're going to dive in and understand all of the details. First, let's look at the site snapshot here on the front of the home page. When you're logged in, you can see everything you have access to. Right now I'm logged in as an admin, so you can see everything. But if I was logged in as an agent or a coordinator that didn't have access to every account, I would just see all of the accounts I have access to. I can also drill down and look at just one person's accounts. Here I've got the effective month showing. The effective month is the month that the effective date is in when we imported from the book of business. So a 1/1 effective date would go into January. The after-tax accounts have been added to each of the months based upon the start date of the account. This is to ensure that at least every account is seen annually, although those accounts will probably be seen more often. You can also look at your tasks, and if tasks are set up for your site, you'll see a list of those tasks and how many are assigned to complete. You can also see the overdue checkbox, and this will show you how many of the tasks are completed, how many are coming soon, and how many are overdue. Let's go back to the month of the effective date. If you're an administrator, the easiest way to see who has access to what accounts is by just choosing the All People dropdown and picking the name of a person. When you do this, you'll see exactly what accounts they have access to when they log in. When the book of business was imported, it's possible that something wasn't mapped correctly, and that's why the user can't see accounts. When you're looking at the list of the accounts, you simply click on the month and it'll take you to a list. I can narrow down this list here on the right by membership by just choosing any one person. You'll notice when I click search, instead of 93, we're down to the 19 accounts that Terry K has. I can look at these accounts one by one by just clicking on any one of them. And you'll notice that there's a next button, so I can actually page through and go next, next, and so on. When you're looking at a group, in the right column under Members and Access, you'll find the easiest way to see who has access to this account, Terry K and Jenkins Phillips. You'll also notice that those are who all the tasks are assigned to, Terry and Jenkins, and so on, Terry and Jenkins. Now, if we've got this correct, great, because this is going to alert the right people. However, if for whatever reason it's not correct, the easiest way to make this change is go to the Actions dropdown at the top right corner and choose Reassign Tasks. Once you click on it, you'll see the option to choose whomever the tasks are assigned to. So in this case, I can choose either Terry or Jenkins. Then I can decide what access to give or remove, so I want to remove it rather than keep access. I want to reassign the tasks to, and let's say I choose Vivian, and then I want to add Vivian as an owner. When I click reassign, it will take all of Terry's tasks and reassign them to Vivian. Now that that's complete, I'll click done. And if I scroll down, you'll notice that now Vivian is the one who has access, and Vivian is on all of these tasks. When you reassign tasks, it will reassign every task that has not been completed. So the whole list of tasks will all be reassigned to the new person. We can also reassign access in bulk. I'm going to click the search icon in order to get back to my search page. Now I'm going to go to an advanced search, so I'll click the word advanced search. And I want to choose all of my groups, or I could choose just my existing groups and click search. I am now in an advanced search with all of my groups. On the right here, it says save this search, and because I do this often, you can click here, save this search. You could type in here groups, and when you click it, you'll have a little button here on the right that says groups, so that instead of having to do this search over and over, you'll just click groups and it'll bring up your saved search of all of your groups. To change which agent has access, there are two steps. 1, search to find the groups, and then 2, batch update to reassign them. The first step can be done in two ways depending upon what you know. Do you know who has access to the accounts that you want to reassign, or are you not sure? If you do know, go to the advanced search on the right, use the By Membership dropdown. You'll want to choose whoever you want to reassign. So let's say I'm going to choose Mullix and click search. So out of my 533, 77 belong to Mullix. I can reassign access to all of these accounts. So I'm going to click Batch Update. I'm going to update all results. That's because right now we're only showing 50 of 77. So I want to update all. But I could also say select from the current results if I want to check or uncheck which of these to include. I could also change this to 77. That's how I can show all of the groups that Molex has access to, and click search here. So now when I choose batch update, I can select from all 77 results. So I can check or uncheck whichever ones I'd like to change access to, and then I can say, what do I want to do? This is where you want to choose Reassign Tasks and Access. So in this case, I'm going to choose to give it from Molex and to Alex. It's going to remove Molex from these 3 accounts that I checked, and it's going to give them to Alex, and it's going to change all of the tasks as well. Now I'm going to click Run Batch. It asks me, are you sure? I say okay, and now it's made those changes. If you need to reassign accounts, but you don't know who you're reassigning them from, that's when you need to do some research. Now I'm going to go to an advanced search, so I'll click the word advanced search, and I want to choose my existing groups and click search. Come up here where it says choose a field, and we're going to choose the district's name or the servicing associate's name. And this is what's imported from the book of business. I'll just type in the name of the person, and I'll click on search. These are the 78 accounts that Molex is listed as the servicing associate for. However, Molex may or may not be listed as the owner of all of them. I'll generate a report to show you. As I look in column D, you'll see the owners. And in some cases, we've got Molex listed, but in all of these accounts here, Molex is not listed as an owner of the page. Then I'm going to run a batch update and say, what do I want to do? And I'm going to say, reassign tasks and access. You're going to notice that it asks you who to assign them from and to. So if I want to assign them to Molex, I can choose Molex under the to, but who do I assign them from? Well, this is a great reason to go back to the spreadsheet. Chances are it used whoever is the owner to give access. So in this case, I can see that Alex is listed as the owner in at least 3 of these. So here I'm going to assign from Alex to Molex. So now I can run my batch update, and now it's done. Following these steps will ensure that you give correct access all the time. If you have any questions, contact support@fmyi.com.